Hi, I'm Chef Bill with the Culinary Institute of America. Today we're going to make frittata. Frittata is one of my favorite go-to meals when I don't have a lot of time to cook and I haven't gone shopping, because I've always got eggs and I've always got leftovers. So let's get started. When I went to the fridge today, what I found was some onions and peppers that were already cooked, some mushrooms, Parmesan cheese, eggs, and parsley. That's going to be our frittata. I'm going to turn the burner on here. And we'll get this up to temperature. I'm going to add the mushrooms to this pan. This filling, this vegetable filling, should really have a good flavor, and so we'll make sure that we season it. So here goes a little bit of salt in here and a grind or two of freshly ground black pepper. Okay, so there's our filling, nicely seasoned. Let's go ahead and crack some eggs here. I think one of the secrets to a frittata is to make sure that it's not too eggy. It can tend to get a little bit rubbery if you add too many eggs. So I'm going to use 4 here, I think. And we'll just whip these up. In effect, what we're making here is an omelet that's not folded over on itself. That's what a frittata is. And there's variations on the theme as you travel around the world. Maybe you know it not as a frittata, but as a Spanish tortilla. That typically has potatoes and onions in it. So if I had some leftover potatoes, certainly I could use those here. I'm going to add a little bit of cheese just to give this some more flavor. I'm going to add some parsley, and we'll stir that together. And I think it's important, as I said, that this be well seasoned. And one of the secrets of seasoning is just season all the components. So the filling tastes good, it's seasoned. The eggs have some cheese, but I'm going to add salt and pepper as well, and make sure that the eggs themselves are seasoned. And then the finished dish should be perfectly seasoned. I just want to evaluate that there's enough oil, and there seems to be. Maybe you notice I'm using a nonstick pan. I think that's a great idea anytime I cook eggs. And here we go. I'm going to take these eggs right into this pan. And we want to mix all of the vegetable filling with eggs so that it binds together. Now, you can do this very, very quickly on top of the stove, or I could take this entire pan and move it into the oven. Once it begins to set, I'm going to stop for a second and let it set. I don't want to manipulate it too much. I want it to have a chance to brown on the outside. And so that's what's going on right here and right now. You can take this opportunity just to tighten up the borders, make sure it's nice and neat. If you wanted to put a lid on it, you could do that, and that would cook it a little bit more readily. You know, 4 eggs like this should cook in about a minute and a half. As I give this pan a little bit of shake, you can still see a little bit loose egg here. But I do want it to take on a little bit of color on the opposite side. It's nice to see that it moves independently in the pan. I've got some browning happening there. So today we're going to finish this in the oven. I've got the oven on to 350. I'm just going to pop it in there, and it probably won't take more than 2 or 3 minutes to cook on the top. If you want it brown on the top, turn the broiler on and let it brown, but watch it carefully. It'll cook very quickly. Okay, here we go. It smells delicious. I put it under the broiler so it could brown a little bit. I'm going to slide it right out onto a plate. I have a little bit of Parmesan cheese that I'm going to add just for effect. Okay, that's as easy as it is. In 5 minutes, I put this frittata on the plate, and when you make it the next time, it may have sausage and potatoes and peppers, but I can guarantee you it'll be just as delicious.